cosign. I stopped thinking about the future cause we got no time. The world changed. Damn. The world changed. Yeah, I tried and failed. I see my best friends jail, but betrayal was the real pain. Damn, the world changed. Look, I built walls around the house, networking. All these bloodsuckers, I just hope this networking. Soul searching, broken hearted with my chest hurting. But I was gifted with the best cursive. I'm suffocating and my weight keep fluctuating. I showed love, how the you hating?
It's week 16 of the NFL, and we've got CeeDee Lamb. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Cowboys and the Hawks, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. It is week 16 in the NFL. We've got a good one in store as it will be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fighting through pressure. Steps away to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. It's quite a unit, #1 in the NFL against the pass.
When you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He'll take it at the 42. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On play action, they'll throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Jones, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. At the 28-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it. He stiff arms him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On the move to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 18. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys have opened the lead up to 30. Point after, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 27, Jones. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Mozzie Smith
In there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Good blocking there. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks, 34 yards.
And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again.
The extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Micah Parsons.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And taken at the 46. So we have reached halftime.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
3rd quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And they'll run on 3rd down to Charbonnet.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 36.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Seahawks 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Micah Parsons. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's fielded at the 45.
Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Off the play fake, Jones.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. His throw incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Taken in at the 22. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. 67 yards. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking on the midfield logo. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Seahawks take back over. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Now back to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
56 yards.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Mozzie Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegal.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Fielded at the 20.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. it was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early.